In today's video, we're diving back into the 2026 movie season, which has already given us some massive hits we covered in our first video. But this time, we're bringing you 10 more of the best movies of 2026 so far that you definitely need to check out. These films might have flown under the radar, but trust me, they deliver some seriously great cinema. Before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And now, let's dive in. How to Make a Killing.
Who's next? If I were you, I might be nervous.
$28 billion. Yes, that's the life-changing family inheritance you should get, but you'll get not even a penny because your family disowned you at birth. Crazy, right? What would you do? For the answer, you should definitely watch How to Make a Killing. With an IMDb rating of 6.5, this movie stars Glenn Powell as Beckett Redfellow, a man who was disowned at birth by his incredibly wealthy family. Now, with a $28 billion inheritance on the line, he has only 7 relatives standing in his way.
And so you come clean.
Have you heard about the Redfellows?
What about him?
Determined to claim what he believes is his, Beckett sets out on a ruthless mission to eliminate his family members one by one. The movie plays out as a very fun thriller where the murders are as creative as they are dark. We really enjoyed the vintage 35mm look and the fast-paced humor, but felt the ending didn't play out as it should have. Overall, it is filled with cold-blooded scenes and genuine laughs, making it perfect for your weekend watch. The drama.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
The drama is one of those movies that will definitely be a hot topic of debate among your friends. With a very nice 7.5 IMDb rating, this romantic dark comedy brings together 2 of Hollywood's biggest stars, Zendaya and Robert Pattinson, in a story that feels equally funny, tense, and deeply unsettling. The story follows Emma and Charlie, a happily engaged couple getting ready for their wedding. However, things take a dark turn during a pre-wedding party. When the group starts sharing their deepest secrets, Emma reveals something so shocking about her past that it completely shatters the mood.
It was a joke thing. It's about acceptance, radical acceptance.
Why are you acting like you've never done anything bad?
The rest of the film follows Charlie trying to figure out if he can still marry someone after learning their darkest truth. It is a mix of a psychological thriller and a very uncomfortable comedy that isn't afraid to push boundaries. The acting is incredible, with both leads giving their career best performances. While the subject matter is definitely controversial, it's a fascinating look at whether we can ever truly know the person we love. Iron Lung.
Too much at stake not to take calculated risks. Eden doesn't understand that. You don't understand that.
Markiplier's movie. Iron Lung really shook things up when it hit theaters. Based on the popular indie horror game, the story takes place in a terrifying future where every star in the universe has simply vanished. To save what is left of humanity, a convict is sent to a blood-red ocean on a lifeless moon. He is kept inside a tiny, rusted submarine with no windows and forced to navigate the deep using only a grainy camera and basic tools. The film became a massive hit because Markiplier wrote, directed, and funded it himself.
They will get their execution.
Even with a small budget, it managed to beat out huge Hollywood blockbusters by focusing on pure, suffocating tension. It currently holds a 6.5 rating on IMDb, reflecting how audiences have reacted to its unique style. We absolutely loved the claustrophobic atmosphere and the gritty tone. At the end, this movie definitely proved you don't need a massive studio to create a cinematic experience that stays deep within people. Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Lee Cronin, the director behind the smash hit Evil Dead Rise, is back with a bold new take on a classic monster, and this time, The Mummy is more terrifying than ever. It tells the story of a journalist whose young daughter, Katie, vanishes into the desert without explanation. 8 years later, Katie is found and miraculously reunites with her family. But soon the whole family realizes it's not the Katie they used to know. Something ancient and deeply sinister has come back with her. Sitting at a 6.5 rating on IMDb, Cronin himself promised it would be unlike any mummy movie you ever laid eyes on before. And after watching it, we can definitely say he delivered on that promise.
Say something. Say something!
I'm in.
Starring Jack Rayner and Laia Costa, the performances bring an emotional weight to the supernatural terror. It delivers a truly unsettling experience that trades sandstorms and treasures for pure, heart-pounding dread. If you enjoy horror that gets under your skin, this version of The Mummy is definitely worth a watch. Ready or Not 2, here I come. Rated 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb. Ready or Not 2. Here I Come is one of 2026's most entertaining horror comedy sequels. Grace is back, and she's not done running yet. The film picks up right where the first one ended. Grace finds herself pulled back into the nightmare while recovering in the hospital. She isn't just fighting one family anymore. She is being hunted by an entire council of wealthy families who serve the mysterious Mr. LaBelle. Joining the fight is her sister Faith, played by Catherine Newton.
Clear.
New cast members like Elijah Wood and Sarah Michelle Gellar add a lot of personality to the villainous side of the story. While the first movie was a tight survival thriller, this sequel feels more like a high-energy action film. Grace has evolved from a victim into a hardened hero ready to take down the entire organization. Wuthering Heights. Emerald Fennels. Wuthering Heights hit theaters just before Valentine's Day, and it brought one of literature's most iconic love stories back to the big screen. The story follows Catherine Earnshaw, played by Margot Robbie, and Heathcliff, played by Jacob Elordi, two souls who share a deep, passionate love that feels both beautiful and destructive at the same time. The story kicks off when Mr. Earnshaw brings home a young orphaned boy whom Kathy names after her late brother. Unlike the book, there is no brother named Hindley to torment him. Instead, Mr. Earnshaw's own gambling and violence create a bleak home life.
Think it would stop me.
As adults, Kathy and Heathcliff share a magnetic bond, but Kathy eventually chooses to marry their wealthy neighbor, Edgar Linton, to escape poverty and secure her future. When Heathcliff returns years later as a wealthy man, he triggers a heated and secret affair that causes total chaos. While the film strips away some of the novel's darker subplots, it keeps the burning core of the story alive. Two people hopelessly drawn to each other, no matter the cost. Dead Man's Wire.
Real shit show.
I'm a goddamn national hero, and don't you forget it.
Dead Man's Wire is one of the most interesting crime thrillers that came out this year. The film is based on a shocking true event from 1977 and follows Tony Kuritzis, an Indianapolis man who believes he has been cheated by a mortgage company. In a desperate attempt for an apology and debt forgiveness, he takes the company president, Richard Hall, hostage. The Dead Man's Wire refers to the terrifying rig Kuritzis built, a wire running from the trigger of a sawed-off shotgun to his own neck, ensuring that if police shot him, the gun would fire and kill Richard instantly.
Expecting the other person to die.
He's a goddamn hero is what he is.
Finally, somebody has the balls to stand up to these parasites.
Here, Bill Skarsgård plays Kuritzis, and his raw performance is impossible to look away from. Al Pacino also shows up and absolutely owns every scene he is in. The film has a dark, almost darkly funny tone to it, which makes it feel refreshing rather than just another crime drama. The film does a great job of recreating the 1970s atmosphere and remains a fascinating look at how a private grievance turned into a massive media circus. Cold Storage.
I'm ambitious.
Cold Storage is one of those movies that doesn't take itself too seriously, and that's exactly what makes it enjoyable. The story follows Tea Cake, played by Joe Keery, and Naomi, played by Georgina Campbell, two young employees of a cold storage company built on the site of an old U.S. military base. Their routine night shift turns horrific when a highly contagious, rapidly mutating parasitic fungus escapes from a sealed compartment of the base where it had been locked away by the government for decades.
This fungus will mutate and spread.
Just when the fungus begins controlling minds and causing body-bursting chaos, the duo teams up with a retired bioterror expert, played by Liam Neeson, to stop the organism before it takes over everything. The entire story unfolds over the course of a single catastrophic night, keeping the tension tight and the pacing fast from start to finish. Poppers.
I really don't think we need to go all the way to Squish.
Pixar's latest animated film. Hoppers is a hilarious and heartfelt science fiction comedy that takes us on a wild ride into the animal kingdom. The story follows Mabel Tanaka, a 19-year-old college student who transfers her consciousness into a robotic beaver to talk to animals. Her mission is to understand animals better, but she quickly finds herself caught in a dangerous battle. Alongside her new friend, King George the Beaver, Mabel must stop a greedy mayor from destroying the local habitat to build a highway.
Joan of Arc type rebel leader?
Mabel, we do not use hopping technology to upset the animal world.
She found the button.
The movie stands out for its unique sense of humor and incredible voice cast, featuring stars like Bobby Moynihan and John Hamm. It successfully balances silly, absurd moments with a serious message about protecting the environment. Since its release, it has become a massive hit at the box office, proving that audiences still love original and imaginative stories. They Will Kill You.
Here. But pray, I am in a forgiving mood.
They Will Kill You is one of the most wildly entertaining films of this year that definitely delivers on the chaos. Directed by Kirill Sokolov and produced by the team behind IT, the movie follows a woman named Asia, played by the talented Zazie Beetz. She takes a job as a housekeeper in a fancy New York high-rise, but she isn't there for the paycheck. She is actually searching for her missing sister. The plot takes a crazy turn when Asia discovers the building is run by a wealthy satanic cult that has gained immortality.
No, fuck you.
No, bitch. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I don't know.
To stay alive, she has to fight her way through the floors like a video game hero, using her combat skills to take down neighbors who literally put themselves back together after being hurt. It is a gory, fast-paced movie that feels like a mix of The Raid and Ready or Not. While the story is a bit simple, the creative effects and dark humor make it a fun watch for any horror fan. People We Meet on Vacation.
Alex, I think it's called settling.
You live in a fantasy land, always running away to new places, new connections.
The film adaptation of Emily Henry's People, We Meet on Vacation is a heartfelt romantic comedy that finally brings the beloved duo, Poppy and Alex, to the screen. Released on Netflix, the story stars Emily Bader and Tom Blyth as two best friends who couldn't be more different. Poppy is a wild, free-spirited travel writer, while Alex is a quiet, structured teacher. After a massive falling out 2 years ago, they decide to take one last trip together to Barcelona for a family wedding. The movie uses a fun, non-linear style to show us their past summer trips while they navigate their current awkward tension.
You're my friend.
I do not deserve you.
I know.
You're my best friend.
Fans of the book will notice a few big changes, like the setting of their big fight, shifting from Croatia to Tuscany, but the chemistry between the leads stays true to the source material. It is a lighthearted yet emotional watch that explores whether a decade-long friendship can survive the jump into a real relationship. So that wraps up our list of the 10 best movies of 2026 so far. It's only mid-year, and we've already got so many amazing films to talk about. Well, which one was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.